All right, today we're diving into a new Web3 project coming out of ASEAN that's doing something, well, a little different. It's called Seven Dao ASEAN. And their big idea is to swap all the usual crypto hype for, believe it or not, homework. Their entire foundation isn't about speculation, it's about education. So let's see what that actually means in practice.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. You hear new crypto project and your eyes probably start to roll, right? Here we go again, another token built on nothing but hype and a prayer. And you know what? In this market, that's a totally fair assumption.
But this is where the story takes a sharp turn. Instead of trying to ride the latest trend or pump up a narrative, this project is built on something a lot quieter. And maybe, just maybe, a lot more powerful. Education.
So, what does an education-first Web3 project even look like? Well, for a start, it means you're building a community that cares more about financial literacy than it does about quick flips. It's about disciplined learning, not speculative gambling.
And this is probably the single most important thing to understand. Seven Dao ASEAN is very explicitly not a trading group. It's designed from the ground up to be a community where people learn how to accumulate assets with discipline for the long haul.
I mean, this quote from their own strategy document just hits the nail on the head. The core belief is really simple. A community that's built on actual knowledge and financial literacy is always going to be stronger and more valuable than one that's just chasing hype.
So who exactly is this for? Well, the entire ecosystem is being built around a very specific group of people, a hand-picked community with a title that was created just for this project. They're called the OG 10,000. And it's super important to get this. This isn't some term they borrowed from crypto Twitter. It's a brand new concept, and it specifically means the top 10,000 educated, disciplined, and influential people across the ASEAN region.
Now this is what I find really fascinating. They're taking a piece of crypto slang everyone knows. In Web3, OG means original gangster, right? The early adopter who got in super early. But here, they are completely redefining it. In this world, OG means an educated elite, someone who's here because of their knowledge, not just because of their timing.
So what does it take to be one of these OG 10,000?
Well,
It's not about how much money you throw in. It's about your mindset. Are you a lifelong learner? Do you have the discipline to accumulate assets slowly and steadily? Do you have the kind of knowledge that makes other people listen? That's what they're looking for.
And this gets to the very heart of their role. The OG 10,000 are not meant to be passive investors just sitting on the sidelines. No, they're positioned as the active builders, the future founders, the intellectual backbone of the entire system.
Okay, so you might be asking, how does a community of 10,000 people magically turn into a $10 billion ecosystem? The project says it's not magic, it's just logic. It's about collective power. Let's break down how the math is supposed to work.
it all starts with this one core number. 10,000 carefully chosen people who all fit that profile we just talked about. Now here's the big idea. The theory is that each one of these 10,000 educated members has the power to generate over $1 million in economic activity every single year, and not just from their own money, but by building, creating, and participating in the ecosystem. It's like knowledge creates this incredible multiplier effect. So you take that $1 million potential, you multiply it by 10,000 members, and boom, you've got the blueprint for a $10 billion ecosystem. The whole argument is that this valuation isn't based on hype, but on the raw, concentrated economic and brain power of its community.
And the token itself, the SDT, is designed to perfectly reflect this. The total supply, the target valuation, it's all intentionally lined up with this $10 billion plan. It creates a really clear and transparent economic model from the get-go.
But get this, that huge $10 billion number, that's not even the end goal. It's just the engine that's designed to power a much, much bigger mission. A mission with a deadline.
The path to get there is laid out in 4 really clear steps. First, you gather the elite group. Second, you train them for disciplined accumulation. Third, you build that massive $10 billion economic engine. And the final step, the ultimate goal, to produce 10,000 millionaires from within that core community.
And this isn't some fuzzy someday kind of dream. The entire mission is tied to a specific timeline. Right now, the work is gathering the OG 10,000, and the finish line for the whole mission is set for 2030. Which brings us right back to where we started.
The core philosophy, one last time. The whole mission is designed to hit this incredible goal, not with hype, but through literacy, structure, and the simple power of disciplined accumulation.
It's simple, it's direct, and it is incredibly ambitious. It's really about trying to build a new generation of wealth in ASEAN, but starting with education as the #1 tool.
So it really leaves us with a fascinating question, doesn't it? In an industry that's so often defined by chaos and speculation, can a model built on discipline, structure, and literacy actually create a more sustainable and more powerful future for Web3? It's a bold experiment for sure, and definitely one worth watching.